Ancient people did some really gross things that were totally normal back in their time. What we find completely disgusting today was considered perfectly normal and healthy back then. You would be absolutely shocked by what ancient people did every single day of their lives. These gross habits were just part of everyday ancient life, and nobody thought twice about them. Get ready to be completely grossed out by these ancient survival habits that everyone accepted. Ancient Romans used urine as mouthwash every morning to make their teeth whiter. The ammonia found in urine acted as a powerful and natural teeth whitening agent. Some people even collected urine from others because they valued its many benefits. Ancient Romans shared the same bathwater with complete strangers every single day. The water was only changed after many people had bathed in it first. Bathing in dirty water was believed to be quite healthy for the body. Ancient people used fresh animal dung to treat their cuts and open wounds. Cow dung and horse dung were popular healing treatments in ancient times. They genuinely believed that dung had powerful magical healing properties. Ancient people never washed their hands before eating any of their meals. They ate with the same dirty hands that had touched absolutely everything around them. Germs were completely invisible to ancient people who had no idea they existed. They used leaves, moss, and sometimes even corn cobs to wipe themselves clean. Sometimes they used smooth stones or seashells for wiping themselves clean. Sharing wiping tools with other people was completely normal and accepted. Everyone ate from the same large bowl using their own dirty fingers. Sharing food utensils was actually considered a sign of great trust. They didn't have individual plates or cups for each person at all. They covered their entire bodies in animal fat to protect from the harsh sun. The greasy fat attracted flies and dirt to their skin constantly. Rancid fat smelled absolutely terrible, but they didn't seem to mind it. They let their dogs lick their open wounds to keep them clean. They genuinely believed that dog saliva had powerful healing powers. Dog wounds often became dangerously infected and caused serious problems. Some ancient people used their own earwax as lip balm every day. Earwax was believed to moisturize and protect chapped lips effectively. They also used earwax for other beauty treatments and skincare routines. Most ancient people never brushed their teeth with any kind of tool. Their teeth rotted and fell out by the time they reached age 30. They used chewed twigs to scrape their teeth sometimes, but it wasn't effective. They used fresh animal blood to dye their hair different colors. Blood was believed to strengthen hair roots and promote growth. The blood attracted biting flies and insects to their heads constantly. They drank from the same rivers where animals bathed and defecated daily. The water was often muddy and completely full of dangerous parasites. They didn't know that water needed to be boiled before drinking it. They used dried animal bladders as water storage containers daily. Bladders were also used for storing food and preserving it. Bladders were very popular containers before clay pots were invented. They rubbed dirt into their wounds to stop the bleeding quickly. Dirt was believed to have powerful healing properties for wounds. Dirt often caused terrible infections and made wounds much worse. They used urine to tan leather for making their clothing and items. The smell of urine was completely normal in leather workshops. Urine was a very valuable resource in many different industries. Everyone shared the same drinking cup at every single meal together. Individual cups were considered completely unnecessary and wasteful. Sharing cups helped build trust and community among ancient people. They used strong-smelling herbs as a natural deodorant every day. The herbs only masked the smell temporarily and didn't last long. Ancient people had a very strong natural body odor that was completely normal. They rarely ever washed their feet in ancient times at all. Walking barefoot all the time left their feet permanently dirty. Foot infections were very common, but everyone just accepted them. They used pig blood in soups and stews for extra flavor. Blood was considered a highly nutritious ingredient in ancient cooking. Blood was used in many different ancient recipes and dishes. They kept live animals inside their homes every single day. Animals lived with them, ate with them, and slept with them daily. Animal waste inside the home was just considered normal and acceptable. They used ash mixed with water as soap to wash themselves. Ash soap was very harsh and dried out their skin badly. It was still better than using absolutely nothing at all to wash. They rarely washed their hair with any kind of product at all. They used oil and animal fat to style their greasy hair. Lice infested most people's hair constantly, and nobody cared. They used sharp animal bones to pick their teeth after eating. Bone toothpicks often cut their gums badly and caused bleeding. They believed picking their teeth kept them healthy and clean. Everyone shared the same hair comb and grooming tools together. Shared tools spread lice and disease easily among everyone. They didn't see any problem with sharing their personal tools. They used animal intestines as clothing and fashionable accessories. Intestines were also used as strong cords and ropes for tying things. Wearing intestines was considered practical and completely normal fashion. These gross habits helped ancient humans survive and thrive in their harsh world. They simply didn't know any better with their very limited knowledge. Modern hygiene practices would completely shock ancient people. They would think we waste far too much water on cleaning. Survival was far more important than being clean and fresh. Being gross actually helped them stay alive in harsh conditions. Their gross habits were actually clever survival techniques in disguise. Some of these ancient habits are still practiced in parts of the world today. We have actually inherited some of their survival wisdom and knowledge. Not all ancient habits were completely useless or wrong for their time. Ancient people were simply doing their best to survive every single day. They survived without our modern knowledge and advanced tools and technology. Their gross habits were absolutely necessary for their time period. We should be truly grateful for modern hygiene and cleanliness. Our ancestors' gross habits actually paved the way for our modern lives. The next time you wash your hands, remember to be truly thankful. Ancient people would absolutely love modern soap and clean water. Please don't judge ancient people harshly for their gross habits. They were resourceful and clever, not disgusting in their own time. Be truly thankful that you live in a time with modern hygiene and comfort.